On the outskirts of a village, there was an old, desolate mansion that people called the Haunted Mansion. No one dared to go near it. They said strange noises could be heard at night, and anyone who went inside never returned. One day, four friends from the village, Rahul, Anshu, Neha, and Kabir, decided to uncover the mystery of the mansion. They agreed to meet at midnight. The night had grown thick, and dark clouds had covered the sky. The four friends, armed with flashlights, headed towards the mansion. As soon as they entered the mansion, the eerie coldness made their hair stand on end. Every corner was draped in cobwebs, and their footsteps echoed on the old wooden floor. Suddenly, the main door of the mansion closed on its own. Terrified, they looked at each other. At that moment, they heard a faint singing voice coming from one of the rooms. Neha, trembling, asked, "Is anyone here?" But there was no reply. Rahul mustered up the courage and opened the door to the room. Inside, an old swing was slowly swaying, but there was no one there. Suddenly, Anshu noticed a shadow on the wall. The shadow slowly began to move toward them. Their breathing quickened. As the shadow approached, an eerie old woman's voice echoed, "You shouldn't have come here." The four tried to run, but the doors had locked themselves. Just then, Kabir noticed an old, dust-covered book on the floor. The book contained the history of the mansion. He quickly began to read. It said that the mansion once belonged to a landlord who had tormented the villagers out of greed. The villagers had cursed him, and since then, his spirit had been haunting the mansion. Kabir found a solution in the book. He told everyone that if they lit the old lamp in the center of the mansion, the spirit would be freed. Somehow, they made their way to the center of the mansion and tried to light the lamp. But at that very moment, the old woman's spirit appeared before them, screaming, "You shouldn't do this!" With courage, Rahul lit the lamp. As soon as the lamp was lit, a bright light filled the mansion, and the spirit vanished with a painful scream. The mansion's foul smell and coldness disappeared too. Shaking with fear, the four friends left the mansion. The villagers praised their bravery. The mansion was no longer haunted, but the terrifying experience of that night stayed with the four friends forever.